It's common knowledge that in order to lose weight, you have to burn more calories than you consume. And in order to do this, you need to keep a food journal. Now, a journal is the traditional way, but with technology these days, feel free to keep a list of what you ate on a computer or whatever, and drink. Don't forget to keep track of what you drink as well. This is just going to help you keep track of everything that you have eaten and drank, and be wary of restaurants because it's hard to know how many calories and what ingredients they put in the dishes that you order. So it's best to eat at home. Also, don't forget snacks. You're less likely to cheat when you keep a food journal. And that way you'll accurately know everything that you've eaten and be able to calculate what you need to change or modify for the next day, etc.
Hi, my name is Mickey Duran, and this is the Yoga Recovery segment. It's a slow-paced practice that involves a lot of stretching, and you can do this in the morning, in the night. It's just meant to make you feel really good. So let's begin. We're going to start in child's pose. So with your feet together, your knees apart, you're going to reach your arms all the way forward and send your forehead to the floor. Take a nice deep breath in through the back body and exhale it out. Just keep going with the breath, trying to make them as deep as possible. Let's take one more nice deep breath in through the back and exhale it out. Slowly start to walk your hands over towards the right. So you're going to feel a nice big stretch to the left side of your body. Try to keep your tush down at your heels and lengthen as much as you can through the fingertips. And again, deep breath through the back body. It should feel really relaxing. Try to take away any tension that you might have in your jaw or in your neck. And then slowly we're going to walk our hands all the way over to the left. And you're going to feel the same thing, but only now it's on the right side. So again, try to keep your tush down towards your heels, lengthen through your arms so that the body is lengthening, and take deep breath in. And remember to let all the air out. Let's take one more. And exhale it out. And then walk your hands back to center. And let's come up onto our hands. Try to stack your shoulders right on top of your wrists and your knees right underneath your hips. Tops of your feet on the floor. This is called cat-cow. So you're going to inhale, lift the chest, stick your tailbone up towards the ceiling, and then exhale, rounding your back, drawing the belly in. Just do two more like that. Inhale, lift the chest, and then exhale, round. One more time. Inhale, and exhale. And come into neutral. This is a really good stretch for your shoulders. You'll take your right arm and thread it through the left. Place your right shoulder on the floor with your palm facing up. Now, try to keep your right shoulder on the floor and take your left hand and push against the floor. Try to take your left hip and move it away from the ribs, and then try to take your back of your head to the mat, right? While keeping your shoulder on the floor, and again, continue to breathe. Taking deep breaths in and exhale out. One more time, inhale. And exhale, slowly come out. We're gonna repeat the same thing on the other side. So, you'll take your left arm, you'll thread it through, making sure to keep your left shoulder down on the floor. Take your right hand, press it into the floor, and send your right hip away from the right rib, away from the right shoulder. And take the back of your head towards the floor, as much as you can. Always make sure that wherever you are in a pose, you can still breathe. If you can't breathe, you've gone too deep. Take another deep breath in. And exhale, slowly come out. So now we're gonna add on to that cat-cow. So extending your right leg out, lift it off the floor, and reach and extend your left arm forward. Take a deep breath in, extend, and as you exhale, knee and elbow come to meet in the center, rounding your back. Give me two more. Inhale, lengthen. And then exhale, contract. Last time, inhale. And exhale. and release. Come into neutral. Let's repeat it, doing that on the other side. Extend your left leg back and up. Reach your right arm forward. Find as much extension as you can through the body, through the arms, through the legs. Inhale, exhale, elbow to the knee. Again, inhale, lengthen. And exhale, elbow to the knee. One more time, inhale. And exhale. And come to neutral. Walk your hands about 5 inches in front of your shoulders. Tuck your toes. We're coming into downward facing dog. So keep your arms nice and straight. Send your thighs back, tailbone up towards the ceiling, and breathe. Right? So this is not really a pose you want to relax too much in your arms. You actually want to spread your fingers, push down into the floor, and find as much length as you can through the body. Lift your heels high up the floor. We're going to pedal our heels. Right heel is going to go down first. And then lift the heels and send your left heel down. And just keep repeating the pattern, lifting the heels up. And as you exhale, send the opposite heel down. Inhale up. And exhale. Let's do this 2 more times. Inhale, lift the heels. And exhale, right heel down. Last time, inhale. And exhale, left heel down. Lift both heels high off the floor, send your inner thighs back, and see if you can bring both heels down at the same time, keeping your legs nice and straight. Push down into the floor with your hands, lengthen through your arms, through the side body, all the way up to your tailbone. Take another deep breath in, and exhale. Slowly start to walk your feet forward to the front of your mat. Have your feet separated about hip width apart and see if you can spread your toes. Maybe even see a little piece of your mat between each toe. Clasp your hands behind the back. Reach the arms up and over. This is really good for your shoulders. You want to take any tension out of the shoulders and neck. And then you're going to take your gaze over towards your right shoulder, keeping the crown of the head going towards the floor. Notice if you're rocking back into your heels and see if you can bring the weight more forward towards the balls of your feet. And then switch. Look over your left shoulder. Hi. Keep breathing. And then bring it back to neutral. Bring your hands to your hips and come all the way up to stand. All right. Standing into Tadasana, arms down by the side. Root down through your legs. Tailbone moving down, lift all 4 sides of your body. You're gonna reach your arms up and over your head and grab your right wrist. Now, we're gonna take our body all the way as far as we can over to the left. Still rooting down through the legs. See if you can find more and more extension through the left side of your body. Take a nice deep breath in and exhale. One more time, inhale. And as you exhale, come back up to stand. Do the same thing on the other side. Grab a hold of your left wrist, lengthen up, root down through your legs, lift up and over to the right. Good. So you're gonna feel a nice big stretch on the left side of your body, but you still wanna find length through the right side of your body. Take a nice deep breath in through the nose and exhale. One more time, just like that. Inhale. And as you exhale, come up to stand. Let's clasp our hands behind the back. Inhale, lift the chest as much as you can. Try to get the heart to go up towards the ceiling and try to take your arms away from your body. So you're gonna feel a great shoulder stretch here. Root down through your legs so that the tailbone is moving down. Lift up through the chest. Good. The more bendy you are, the deeper you can go into your back bend. But don't worry about it if you're not bendy, it's okay. Take a deep breath in and exhale, come on up. Inhale, sweep the arms, come out and up. And as you exhale, fold forward. Either palms down to the floor or bring your hands to a block, if you have one. Inhale, lift the chest, come up halfway. And exhale, fold. So we're just taking half salutes. Inhale, sweep the arms, come all the way up to stand. And as you exhale, release the hands down by the side. We'll do 2 more just like that. Inhale, sweep the arms out and up. As you exhale, keep the legs strong, nice and firm, and fold forward. Using your inhale to lift the chest, making your back bend. Exhale, fold. As you inhale, rise, come all the way back up to stand. And exhale, arms down by the side. Let's do that one more time. Inhale, sweep your arms out and up. Exhale, fold at your hips. Inhale, lift the chest. And release. Step back into plank. Lower your knees. And chaturanga, bending your elbows lower all the way down to the floor. This is another great shoulder stretch. So you're gonna reach your arms out into a T. Take your left hand, place it flat on the floor next to your chest, and press yourself over onto your right shoulder. Take your left foot and place it behind you. Now, some of you are gonna stay just like this. This is perfect. Others that are a little more bendy and flexible in their shoulders, you'll bend your right foot too, place it on the floor, and reach your left arm up and over, maybe even clasping onto your right hand. Now, don't do anything that feels uncomfortable, okay? So if this is too much for you, back off. Take a deep breath in and exhale it out. Try to relax as much as possible, no tension in the shoulders. Take a deep breath in and exhale it out. Slowly make your way out. And we've got to do the other side. So place your right hand down on the floor and you're going to take yourself all the way over onto your left shoulder. Now maybe you can take a look at what's going on. So you never want your shoulder to get out of the socket. So you got to make sure your shoulder blade is into the socket. Again, you can stay here or go a little deeper, placing the left foot on the floor, reaching the right arm up and over and grabbing a hold of the hands. You want to breathe here, okay? If you can't breathe, you've gone too deep. Take another deep breath in. Exhale it out. Slowly come on up. All right, so now that our shoulders are nice and open, this pose is going to feel amazing. This is called the Lotus pose. It's a little flying Shalabhasana. Clasp your hands behind your back. Roll your shoulder heads back. Now, don't squeeze your butt, all right? I want you to keep your butt a little jiggly. I know you don't want to keep it jiggly, ladies, but right now you can. I want you to firm up your thighs instead. Lift the chest, lift the legs, and take a deep breath in. I always like to imagine that I'm on the Titanic and I'm with my handsome prince and we're at the front of the boat and the breeze is in my face and life is wonderful. Inhale, take another deep breath in. And exhale, release. Place your hands on the floor and let's go back to where we started, right into child's pose. Feet together, knees apart, send the hips all the way back and reach the arms as far forward as you can, taking the forehead down to the floor. Breathe through the back body and exhale it out. 2 more times just like that. You should feel hopefully a lot better than when you started. A lot more open through the back body, through your hips. Exhale it out and come into downward facing dog. Now we're gonna really get into our hips and into our hamstrings. Step your right foot forward, coming into a lunge, and walk your right hand on the inside of the foot. Now, for some of you, you need to back off the stretch a bit, so you'll take your back knee to the floor. Some of you, maybe you'd like to deepen, so you could take your forearms down to the floor. Maybe possibly re-straighten the back leg. What you don't want to do is to work harder than what your body is able to do. Okay, so if you can't breathe, it means you've gone too deep. Take another deep breath in and exhale it out. If you like, you can stay here or you can add the twist. Come back onto your hands, drop your back knee to the floor. Let's reach our right arm around the back and grab a hold of the left foot. Start to draw your foot towards your tush. What you're gonna feel is a nice stretch in your psoas, in your hip flexor. Those of you who run a lot or are really active, this is gonna maybe not feel so comfortable at first, but the more you breathe, the easier it's gonna be. So take a deep breath in and exhale, slowly release the foot. Place both hands on opposite side of the leg And you're gonna take a nice deep hamstring stretch by slowly sending your hips back and flexing your right foot. Now what tends to happen is that the big toe comes back closer to you than your pinky toe. So you wanna lengthen through your instep. Try to send the big toe away from your face and then fold forward. Good, making sure that you're engaging the back of your thigh also so that you don't overstretch in the hamstring. Now, some of you will just stay here, and some of you can go a little bit deeper into the splits, which is also called in yoga, Hanuman. It's this monkey sage. It's a really cool story. You should check it out. So, you can bring your hands here, trying to draw your right hip back, left hip forward. And you can even take it deeper here for those of you that are bendy, and you can reach your arms up and over the head. Maybe even taking your gaze up, but definitely always keeping with the breath. Take one more deep breath in. Exhale, release the hands. Make your way back into downward dog. Ready? Let's do the other side. Step your left foot forward into your lunge. Step your left hand into the inside of the left foot. So again, you can go as deep as you want. You can back off the pose by taking the knee to the floor, or you can take your left elbow down. Wherever you are, focus on the breath, right? The breath is gonna help you get deeper in the pose. You should feel a nice stretch in your hips and in the thigh. Now you can stay here, or we can take it even deeper into the psoas. So place your hands on the floor, drop your back knee to the floor, reach your left arm up and over, and look, you've got a leg back there. Go ahead and grab it and bring it in. So again, if you're a runner or anyone who works out a lot, like I do, you're gonna feel it a lot, all right? So you take deep breaths in, and then on the exhale, see if you can bring the foot a little closer in towards your butt. If you wanna go even deeper, you take the right forearm down to the floor, take a deep breath in, and exhale it out. Last time, inhale. And on your exhale, release the foot. Let's take our hamstring stretch. Both hands on the floor. Send your hips back and start to straighten the back leg. Remember, flex that front foot. It's gonna help you protect your hamstring. You wanna stretch in the meat of the muscle, not behind the knee. Pull the navel in, up, and over that left leg. Forehead to the shin. Now some of you, this is deep enough. Some of you can go a lot deeper. So you move into your splits, your Hanumanasana. So he was this monkey and he jumped across to save a princess for her prince. It's a beautiful love story. So you can stay here, or you can reach your arms up and up and up. Fold the hands together, making sure your left hip is moving back and your right hip is spinning forward. Draw the navel in, lengthen all the way up. And exhale, release. All right, we're almost done. Bring your legs together. I'm gonna face you. So what you wanna do is to bring your right foot into the inner thigh. And you're gonna feel this stretch in your lower back. Those of you with any sciatic issues, this is a great stretch for you. Hands on the floor. Slowly start to walk yourself forward. Drawing your navel in, up, and over. Keep walking down far. Then maybe you grab a hold of the wrist, pull the navel in, up, and over, and fold forward. Always continuing to keep the breath steady, trying not to use your shoulders or your neck or your jaw to do the pose. The more length through both sides of the body, the better. Take one more deep breath in. Exhale, release, and walk yourself all the way back. Switch sides. Right leg forward, left foot to the inside of the thigh. So, for most of us, one side is usually a little bit more stiff than the other, and this might be that side, so don't try to push anything. Hands on the floor, lengthen all four sides of your body, and slowly walk all the way down, going only as far as what your body is able to do, okay? Remember, always work with the body that shows up. Never try to work out with someone else's, because you're gonna be living the rest of your day with your body, not that person. Something my teacher shared with me, I thought it was funny. So I Deep breath in. Exhale, fold. Let's do 3 more breaths just like that. Just 2 more, finding more and more length with the exhales. And slowly come all the way up. Good. Final pose before we do Shavasana. You're going to straighten out both legs. So you want your inner thighs to spin down. So what we like to do is to try to take the buttocks flush from underneath your sit bones. Create a little bit of a curve in your lower back so that your frontal sit bones are on the floor. And again, press the thighs down. You're going to feel this stretch in your hamstrings. Those of you with tight hamstrings, only go as far as where it doesn't hurt your lower back. Inhale, reach the arms up. And exhale, fold. Inhale. And exhale. Inhale. Keep pressing the thighs down. Keep pulling the navel away from the thighs and find as much length as you can through the body and through the legs. Take 1 more deep breath in. Exhale, lead with your chest and come back up. Bend your knees. Lower all the way down onto your back. Straighten out the legs. So you want to spin your inner arms towards the ceiling so the palms face up. Close your eyes. Shavasana. Thank you so much for joining me. My name is Mickey Duran, and this was Yoga Recovery. And this section was actually really good for opening up your shoulders, your hamstrings. It's a great way to start your day. It's a great way to end your day. And I hope you had fun, and join me again next time.